This is the first video of the year for this channel, and I hope you like and subscribe and are enjoying the commentary. But it's just going to be fun, general information. I'm going to give some little bit of tips, things to just think about and not necessarily shove something down your throat. But go ahead and give it a little like and subscribe, and let me tell you why diets are bullshit. For as long as I can remember, there was always a diet, a fad, something that came in, went out, things that worked, things that didn't work, things that worked for a little bit of time, but then if you didn't stick with it, you gained it back. That's why I say it's BS. It is, it's BS. What I have to do for my life is find something that works for me at this age, at this time. Because what worked for me years ago does not work for me now. Fighting the battle of the bulge has been around all my life, pretty much. Started gaining weight like right around that, what do they call that? When you change of life, not the change of life, oh my gosh, puberty. And also I stopped growing. I'm only 4'11". And when that happened, literally instead of going this way, I went this way. But I did lose weight periodically and would just slim down and then gain back and slim down and gain back. There was always that fad diet, or maybe I was in a good place in my life and everything was just seeming to work better. Maybe I had a little more time to be able to do the things that I love to do, like walk and go swimming and do all those things. Maybe I wasn't at a sit-down desk for the last 20-something years. All of those things factor in, but dieting, we should not be dieting. The word diet itself is it's just like one of those bad words. I don't even want to use that. I think what we have to do is think about, just healthy eating. Is that what diet is supposed to mean? Probably. But the word diet has got a bad rap because diet, the word really does mean is just what you put in your body. Like, what are the foods that you're eating? What is your diet? But over the years, we have heard from so many different types of dieting types of things. It's just ridiculous. There's Weight Watchers, Nutrisystem, Jenny Craig, Atkins diet, the new one, Noom, psychological based diet, and the good old one, Slim Fast, where you drink a whole bunch of milkshakes for a little while. But do you remember back in the day when they had the 3-day diet and the 5-day diet or the cabbage soup diet? I've been on that many times. And that is for, those really short little diets so you can slim down for that wedding or that special event or high school reunion or something like that. That's what those diets are for. You're going to gain it back. But now, we hear about them now. The DASH diet, the paleo diet, the meat diet, the low carb diet, the no carb diet, the flexitarian diet, the keto diet, which is super popular for several years, and the Mediterranean diet, which is probably the most number one recommended diet by health professionals, nutritionists, everything. And that's because it really isn't a diet. It's more like a way of living. That's how they eat over there, the majority of people. Where it's just a lot of veggies and some fish at times, and they don't eat a lot of heavy red meats and stuff. That's just their way of living. But we call it a diet. Why are we calling it a diet? It's not a diet. It's their way of living. I think what you have to do is you have to find what's going to work for your body at your time in your life. For me, right now, I'm, menopause has hit, it's done. And I'm finding that it's just not working the way it used to. Intermittent fasting is like all the rage at this time. This is the one that seems to be, where you break your insulin. It's all about body chemistry and all that stuff. Some people can't do that. I know I can't do that. There are times when I need to eat a little bit, a couple meals, and then a couple snacks, and that can go longer than this intermittent fasting time that they want my insulin to break down and be working my body and breaking down my fat. Doesn't work for me. I notice that when I'm eating in a shorter period of time, it has really affected my sleep, migraines, just like belly aches. It just doesn't work for me. This is why I say, it has to be your way of life and not necessarily like what you're like going to be focused on 24/7. Can't be that. You can't do that to yourself. You have to be a little loose with it. You gotta have some balance. Every once in a while, you gotta let yourself have something. But overall, the majority of the amount of the time, you just need to eat healthy. That's what I'm learning about myself. Just eat a little healthy. And what works for me. Like if someone told me I had to give up eggs, I don't know what I would do. But I do eat egg whites from in the cartons. I think that's the balance there. You just got to find the balance. So that's what I'm working on now. All right, leave a comment below on your best and your worst diet. And share if something did work for you and has continued long term. That could help somebody else if it's in their time of their life and it works for them. All right, in next week's video, I'm going to talk about what I called feeding my feelings. Because as an emotional eater, do you feed your feelings too?